is Cooking with Mrs Fong. I am Su Yan's mommy. You know I teach her everything, you know. Nothing that she know I did not teach her. She might tell you stories, but actually I am the brain behind her work, although I am quite proud of her. So today I'm going to show you a family favorite. When we were young and I lived in Hong Kong with my husband Michael, Mikey, and Su Yan, she used to be a vegetarian, you know, until she was 3 years old. And because we had an ama called Ah Guang, and Ah Guang was a nun, and when you have a nun in your home, she only cooked vegetarian food, and Su Yan, she only liked the vegetarian. So we had to trick her sometime to eat meat, because you know when you are small, you must grow up. So this is a very good recipe for small children. But also it is called ham ham di di. Ham ham di di is, you know, little bits of salty, and di di is little salty. This is very nice for small children, and also it's very colorful. And you can use the lettuce wrap if you want to be, you know, more sophisticated. But Su Yan like to have it with congee, which is rice soup. I'm going to make that next because it's very good when you're not feeling well. We are in flu season. Okay, so take the oil. You must heat up the oil in the pan. You must use a wok. This allows the heat to circulate around the pan more. Now, you know, before she must have told you sometime that you cannot just use meat like that. You must marinate the meat with a little bit of soy sauce. I put in some garlic and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and a mustard powder. You can do this up to 1 day before. This tenderizes the meat and also give it taste. You know, although South Africa, your meat is not so bad. Other country is very unpleasant, so that high smell of meat, we don't like that. Now you can use any color onion you like. I am using red onion today for some color, but also be very careful because red onion can burn, but it's good for small children because it breaks down easy and they don't go, I don't like it. So we put in the onion. There's a little bit of sesame seed from when I was roasting earlier. You want the onion to take on some flavor. Now this country, you cannot find shallot so easy. But if you can, shallot is actually a much sweeter, more delicious onion. You get the small one from Thailand. It's better than the big banana shallot, but I see in Woolworths, sometimes they have it. So you know you have to use what you can find. You can even sometimes buy it pre-cooked. But then you know you lose some of the flavor in the oil, and if it's already pre-cooked, it might burn. You must be careful. Okay, so you're cooking the onion and it's seasoning away and it smells wonderful. Then we are going to add the minced meat. Now, ham ham di di is wonderful because you can make quite a lot in advance, and your guests will like it very much. Su Yan tell me she's going to use it tonight at Shei Fong. If you look around, you will see that we are in her kitchen. I am borrowing her kitchen today. You know, she's very absent-minded and sometimes she's forgetting all the time and has to keep going out to the shops. Okay, so we let the beef cook. I want to introduce you to a very important ingredient. It doesn't look like much, but in here is this is the quality of ham ham. It is a pickled mustard green. So what they do is they take what is usually a bok choy, you get it in Woolworths, and you put a lot of salt onto the plant. And the salting process cures the plant, so it goes from all soggy to quite crunchy. And this allows you to have some crunch because you don't want a mouthful of soggy, not easy to chew. Although you know now I'm 80. Oh no, I'm 21. You see how young I look? My daughter, almost as old as me. This is because she does not use E45, but we discuss that later. So you see, you gotta look young. So now my teeth is not so good. This is quite a good one to serve old people as well. So the flavor comes through. You got a bit of garlic in here and the meat. You wanna cook this. This is not one although eat medium rare. No. You must cook it until it takes on color and has some brownness to it, because you don't want the meat to be raw in this instance. So I get to cook it for a little bit longer. So the preserved mustard green is really the important thing. If you can't find it, you can use pickle. Not so bad. You know, sometimes the pickled gherkin that white people use with their ham and cheese, you can use a little bit of that just to give you that sourness and saltiness in the flavor. And then because I was talking about color, I have some spring onion and some red pepper and some green pepper and some garlic shoot. The garlic shoot is the plant that comes out of garlic. It grows up, it is so delicious, and it tastes like garlic, but not as strong. I don't think you get this bad breath. You know, I don't get bad breath at all. But other people, you know, when they eat garlic, horrible smell. So you don't want that, especially if you are on hot day. But anyway, garlic is sometimes important. If you have people who can't eat garlic, then obviously you must leave it out. Okay, so now you see there's lots of beautiful color, and you add the preserved mustard. It's such a shame you can't taste it on the camera, but I promise you it is so good. You must try this. It's so easy. See, we cook in real time. And now because we have to add Suyan's favorite. When she was little, she eats sweet corn every day. She loved it so much. So part of the ham ham didi is the color and the texture, and you know, you can trick the small children into eating all sorts of vegetables because it's so colorful, it looks delicious. Okay, so now that is done. Then you can add, because it's important to have a little bit of flavor, I always use very good quality oyster sauce. Sometimes you have people who can't eat oyster sauce, then you can use a mushroom sauce equivalent, but not too much soy sauce. Soy sauce can be very salty, and I like to add a little sugar, but you know, not everybody on diet, so we cut that out. We won't add the sugar. But I have to tell you, sugar is a magical ingredient in a lot of things. But today we're using hoisin sauce, so the sugar is there. Now, to plate up, when you're serving with your friends, you can make a big bowl of the ham ham didi, or you can serve them with the lettuce leaf. You take a little bit of the mixture and you put it down the middle, just like that. And then, again, up to your guests or your children to decide how they want to add the sauce. I like to serve it with the sauce because I sometimes feel people put too much stuff in. So just a little bit of sauce drizzle over, and that is it. This is ham ham didi lettuce wrap. But as I say, you can serve this with rice or congee or anything, or noodle really. And that was cooking with Mrs. Fong today.